fish spawn. There we go. Wait, what? So I thought I needed the fish spawn, apparently not. Oh, okay, I need another one. Can I, like, track all of these? No. There's a bunch of animals around here, so I'm just gonna try to.
Save this for later.
Fish spawn. Try to look around on this side instead. Bunch of raccoon skins, fishbone. I think when it's the skin, it always glows blue. So. It's on an incline. Yeah. Wow. That turkey just bolted out of here.
That'll keep my stomach quiet.
I don't mind them too much, but always seeing the same teams in the final stages of the Champions League gets kind of boring and annoying. So yeah, it was nice to see. Plus the Liverpool game as well, even though they got helped by the ref. There's a clean goal that was ruled offside wrongly. But yeah, I don't really like the clubs with you know, Arab money, basically fake clubs that used to be average or bad, and suddenly they're fighting for the Champions League. I don't want the fucking talismans, I want the skins. God damn it. Late night stream. Yeah, it won't be very long, I don't think, but I just felt like playing some Horizon. Sports talk, get out. Barca Madrid all the time, so boring. Yeah, I know. Seeing our money fell is so satisfying. Yeah, because, I mean, they haven't managed to win. Any of them. The only one that, like a millionaire that bought a club that won the Champions League was Abramovich, and it took him forever. And they got it basically without knowing how that season. So, yeah. Okay, there's a bunch of salmons down there, or trouts, or whatever they are. Oh, salmons and trouts. like shooting fish in a barrel, only they're in a lake. Okay, that should be a fish bone because it's blue. I think this is like... Oh, there we go. Never mind. Maybe that's a talisman. That's a skin, okay. I should probably be collecting the meat, right? Bony meat. Okay, let me see. Crafting. Raccoon skins, fox skins. Yeah, I might do that later though. Uh, it's a bit of a struggle sometimes to get what you want. Alright. I think we did a big loop. How's it going, Ezio, by the way? How are you liking the Witcher DLCs? I know that you've been playing it, but I haven't watched because I bought them, but I haven't played them yet. I want to do it spoiler free. But I've seen that you've been playing it a lot. Okay. Let me see the map. Oh, I bought all Witcher games today on Steam. Really? Damn, that's awesome. You're gonna have a lot of fun with them. I never played the first two, but I've seen like how would you say it? You know, like just the short versions with the cutscenes and explaining the story. But they seem like really good games as well. Gonna start up New Game Plus tomorrow after 105 hours at level 50. Damn, nice. You're like 6 years or something? Wow, you got the deal of your life, man. Because they're all pretty big games, I think. Well, especially 3, but... yeah, that's an awesome deal. Alright, let's go do the campfire, and then we do the tall neck. And then go to the mission. Oh shit, I missed your previous message. Just finished the last one and they're sick. Oh, nice. Yeah, I gotta get around to them sometime. I don't know when that time will be, but I'll do it eventually. Is bark something you eat? Sex toy. Oh, it's this place. Okay. So I wanna go there. Oh my god, that's a pretty big canyon. Oh! How the hell do I get there? All the way around? Is messy like they're covered by them? Jesus Christ. What about this side? Looks closer. Oh, this is where we free that guy, I think. It's annoying that you can't, like, jump over these walls. I don't know why they did it like that. Oh my god. Okay. So you do have to go all the way around there. Okay, well this is awkward. Well, let's see if we can go around, shall we? Probably not. Probably gonna die. Really? So I just kinda... Okay. I wonder what it's like to be PK though. Oh my god, Stanley, keep it PG. Well, not PG, but not creepy, please. Okay, let's do that restart, because I don't think I could get down there safely, and even if I could, that would be not where I want to be, basically. I maybe like just head to the mission, and then there might have been a grapple point in the castle, like on that wall, probably. I think I have to go through here anyway, because if not, I'd be on the low side of the canyon. I don't know if you guys agree, but I think this is the area of the game that looks worse. Like the worst looking area. Not that it looks bad, but it looks a bit, I don't know, kind of flat or washed out. Hi, by the way, Gamma, how's it going? Waka waka, hey hey. Creepy dude, we're talking about Shakira, how can it be creepy? Is it's you talking about Shakira? So, of course it's creepy. What do you mean?
Whoa there.
Whoa there, Harsey. It's a desert. Yeah, I don't know, it looks like lower resolution. Like the landscape in the distance. I don't know, maybe it's the lighting. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What? What the fuck are you? Oh, okay. Yo, there's fucking giant worms in this game? Are you kidding me? What is this? Tremors? Oh my god. Okay, let's do this differently. What the fuck is that thing? Naked Mole Rat, oh my god. I actually really like that movie. Oh my god.
Easy, easy.
Rockbreaker, oh my lord. All machines cataloged, okay, there we go. Sensitive to sound, this massive machine burrows underground and surfaces with devastating force. That's just lovely, isn't it? Body is weak to freeze. Digging arm. So it's a mole, basically. Kind of looks like one as well. Is weak to tear. Disables the ability to burrow underground. That's very useful. Exhaust part. Great damage. Fuel sack. Disables the ranged elemental attack and triggers an elemental explosion, damaging anything in the area. Your face is flat. Wow, thank you, Nico. I won't say anything because I'm getting excited and warm. Instead, I'll sleep. Take care. Okay, Sally. Take care, man. Thank you for dropping by. So, standing still doesn't really help with these things. Are you kidding me? Stealth against a rock breaker. Well, if it's by sound, then if I stand still, it should not see me, right? Okay, so I want to take off the arms. Where'd he go? Hold up, what am I doing?
That'll help.
I should have done that way earlier.
Out of ammo, but not up.
Oh my god, like chill out, dude. I didn't complete the freeze effect. There we go, now we did. Well, that was quite the experience, now, wasn't it? It still has eyes, bro. Yeah, well, yeah, I guess, but it kind of looks more like a mole, and moles are blind, so yeah. So I have the white circle too. Yeah, I know. I just, I get kind of overwhelmed. Okay, Gamma. Jesus, look at what I'm fighting, man. I wasn't ready. Okay. I wonder, can I still destroy that thing? Yes, I can. That's affirmative. Fine, I guess I'll let it slide. Yeah, thanks, Gamma. For your kindness. Okay, now this looks pretty cool. See, this is what I mean. Like, it needs more like stuff on the screen when it's in those flatter areas. Okay, where's the yeah, yeah, I need to go through here. Definitely. Yeah, I need to use the corruption rune arrow. I don't know why I said rune. I think I was thinking of The Witcher, because we were talking about it. Yeah, I need to use the corruption arrow more often. Okay, yeah, this looks way better. Whoa, why is this in black and white? What's going on? Looks flat to me. Well, just like my face, apparently. This man is an artiste. I wouldn't go that far, but I like to take pretty pictures, but then again, who doesn't? Right? Go. There's a lot of machines out here.
Another signal.
What is going on here? Oh shit. Okay. Oh shit.
Don't move, I gotta aim.
Surprise, bitch. Don't shoot there. I was helping you, dude. Why do you have to be like this? Oh my god. No, 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 no! Dude. Fucking stupid. Okay. How do you like them apples? Oh, you want some as well? You want some? Son of a bitch. Oh shit! Oh! Nicht good. Why is everyone out to get me, man? Everybody calm down, please. Thank you. Then why do you take pictures of your cheese omelets? Hey, what's up, Arlo? How's it going? They actually know a guy called French, so careful. Talking about the language. Speaking is ugly. The world is ugly. Why are you always so negative, Gamma? Damn, this is like a mine out here. See, I was just going for the tall neck and then all hell breaks loose. Okay, I think I gotta craft a couple of potions. Not even a couple, just one, apparently. Reflective ancient charm, okay. This is negative only stream, that's why Gamma is a mod here. Well, I guess so. I never thought of it that way. Negativity community. Instead of good vibes, it's bad vibes. Okay, I got so sidetracked.
That must be the tall neck sending the signal.
Okay. Let's do it. I don't give a shit about your vibes. Wow. Oh boy.
I need to find a way up to the tall neck's head.
What I need is to clear out all these enemies, I think. So let's try to get creative. Vibes aren't what brings bread to the table. Yeah, I guess not. The only elevation I see is that hill, I think. Yeah, fight! Fight, minions! Are they not weak to... Go fight the other dude, not me. Not me. Oh, you fucking bitch. Get away from me. Alright, calm down, laser boy. Wait, hold on, hold on. Hold on just a second. Bitch. Yeah, what now? What now? Yeah, limp away. That's what I thought. Oh, okay, okay. You called your friends. Oh boy, will it be a party? Oh! Okay, I'm sorry. I meant to load my arrows. Okay. Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Dance, puppets, dance. You seem to enjoy this too much, Gamma. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm a horrible person. Well, what am I doing? These things are out here trying to kill me. I'm just trying to survive, you know? Ah, should I call it over? Oh shit. Take the wire. Always struggling on that. Okay, so like I was saying before, we got rudely interrupted by all these machines. Gotta get on top of that tall neck.
This'll do.
I'm just gonna take this as precaution. Nothing to see here. Just a woman carrying a big gun across the desert. Okay, I don't think this is gonna be necessary anymore.
Clever.
Maybe in hindsight that wasn't the most appropriate use of that gun, nor the best time to use it. In fact, that was really stupid of me to do.
Pass the test.
Such a cruel mistress, am I not? Oh boy. Just stay calm. Nothing's gonna happen. This is gonna be such a shit show. He did nothing. He didn't even hit him. That's stupid. Look at him. He's doing. Oh my god. Kung Fu moves. Yeah, he got wrecked. What a surprise. The worst mistress ever. Forget to give water to my slaves and all that. Yeah, yeah, that probably would be kind of counterproductive. Okay, so now we know that there's a bunch of enemies around here. So see, that wasn't all bad. Killing that rabbit.
This might even the odds.
Oh, the rabbit disappeared. It's always switching shoulder. I don't know why it does that, but it's kind of annoying. Need to dump bodies every few days. Jesus. Come on, Aloy, it's not that big of a jump. I'm sure you can do it if you really try. Jesus Christ, woman. Oh my god, you can't actually do it. Ooh, nope. I'm sure there's a really simple way of like getting up there, and I'm just too stupid to
Helpful.
figure it out. Yeah, I said before, I'll say it again. It's quite annoying not being able to climb stuff that looks climbable. Like, it's an open world game where you're very agile and you can basically do parkour, and then all of a sudden
This should be a good spot for jumping onto the tall neck.
it's a massive struggle to get on top of certain structures. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait for him here. Putting me on body dumping duty. In the sequel, I hope they fix the jumping. It's pretty awful in this. Yeah, it's like you just jump in place and then you see a ledge or what looks like one, and then you can't get to it. And then you see that, and it doesn't matter anymore. Oh shit. And now we wait. Shut up, Nico. It's about me being lazy. Let's use a slave as a body dumper then. You make them work for it, huh? Like, it's not even that bad. I promise I'll post the best screenshots on Twitter so you guys can have them as your wallpapers because I know you're waiting for that. Once I finish the game, I promise I'll do that. See, we're waiting on the tall neck anyway, so it's not like I'm making you guys wait for something else. Twitter. Yeah, I know, I don't use it that much anyway, but for that I think it's good. I hope I can jump here. Oh, okay, that was a bit forgiving.
No, I just have to reach its head.
Oh, this is a bit of a different one, isn't it? Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. This girl has got more upper body strength than Nathan Drake. It's quite impressive. Open up the menu so we need to wait longer. Bitch. Okay, so what did this open up? Not that much actually. Oh yeah, never mind. There we go. Alright, we can go for the thing. All tall necks overridden. Oh, that was the last one? God damn it. Oh, that's my friend who is kinda hurt. Let's make him fight my other friend.
Here we go.
Unless there's no one next to him. Oh, there he goes. Oh, they're both weak. This is good. The double knockout? No?
Do what I have to.
Almost. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the music is really awesome. In the sequel, they need to fix the jumping, climbing, and they need to fix when there is a brush or grass or foliage and aim up at the tall row, but the foliage doesn't block the screen. Oh yeah, that's so annoying. That happens to me a lot, actually. Yeah, they definitely need to fix it. Making quite a reputation for me. Yeah, I was like, you know, according to Gamma, you're into some heavy stuff. I probably should have jumped on that side instead. Then again, making good decisions was never my strong suit. You see nothing. You see nothing. Do I have enough to... This is like for such lazy people, like come on. I don't know if I want to do any of those. I don't know. Can I make potions? Probably not. Nope. Which is... oh shit. Oh shit. Nope. Which is not good because I'm going for this mission where I probably will need to use potions and then I don't have any. Mount pickup is so useless. Yeah. I think it's cool that they cater to people who like using mounts a lot. But yeah, that one, especially being the first one, like you have to get it, and like the other one's kind of cheap. This one is kind of cool, but I mean, I guess I'd use a mount more if I had the one where you can call it at any time, like even if you haven't overridden the machine.
Calm, calm.
But yeah, as it stands, you know. Maybe I'll do things a bit differently in my next playthrough. Can I make a potion now? Yes, I can. Just one. Some interesting architecture over there with the arches and the pillars. Those rock formations. And on there. 34, holy crap. At what level am I? 35. On hard that would probably be quite challenging. Yeah, let's just keep going. Oh, and also they need to fix the item bar. Yeah, I hate how random it is after playing Monster Hunter where you can meticulously have the item bar you ever want. This one really bugs me. But I know that there's a lot of options, right? You can make the HUD dynamic and stuff, or like completely disappear. I haven't really messed around with it too much, but OCD.
These will keep.
So this is the road that leads to Sunfall, which is the place where the Shadow Carja are exiled, I think, from what I gathered from the story so far. And it looks like a very barren place. I mean, now you can't put the potions or any of the items in order, so you have to scroll constantly in a fight. Oh yeah, yeah, like the hotbar. Yeah, definitely. Like in Bloodborne.
Sunfall. The Mad King Jiran's summer palace. A bulwark of Carja might against the howling Forbidden West.
Thanks for the history lesson.
But they have no idea what lies beneath. We will learn much from this Aloy.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay, so this was the Summer Palace. Okay. I hate how the shoulder keeps switching, and I do think the over the shoulder thing is a bit too close for a game like this. Sorry, I know this is annoying for you guys, but dude, the game is just so pretty. I can't. Oh, that looks sick as well. You know, I can't just not take a screenshot. Wait, are these guys not gonna attack on sight? I thought they would. Yeah, it's just like so like, close to her.
Your soldier delivered my rations today. When I asked about the old one, all he said was, gone.
These guys are like
I think these
very poor and malnourished, I think. They're all like begging.
Of all the trials we've
Jesus.
endured since leaving Meridian, it's the machines.
How dare you enjoy this legs of the game and capture the moment.
Imagine us.
I know, but Nico makes me feel bad when I do it.
Laying siege to Meridian.
We won't last another
Jesus.
season if we don't find them.
Yeah, everyone sounds sick.
The man who fixes
I
my
don't
shoes is
need a
apparently
new
fled
friend.
Sunfall. But
Okay,
then,
you little shit.
why would he
I was
leave
gonna
his tools
be
behind?
nice to you, but I guess not.
We should appreciate these brief moments of
Oh,
sunshine.
God.
She's very pale. Is she unwell?
Yes. She's a fighter, but the fever on her won't lift. It only burns hotter. Her name is Shiana, my sister.
Isn't there anyone in Sunfall who can help?
We're refugees. We know our place. And there's only one healer in the territory. He's difficult. His soul is in shadow.
His soul is in shadow.
Galiv. That's him. He's very clever, but he has little care for people. Perhaps the desert scoured it all away. Perhaps he was always like that. Either way, I know he won't help us.
Well, I'll see about that. Where would I find him?
Last I heard, he was patching up soldiers at Blazon Arch. Another border battle.
Oh, that's an explanation.
I'll keep the moon from your brow.
Well, a healer that doesn't like people or helping people is not a very good healer in my eyes. And where would that take me? Healers. Oh, find a healer. Whoa. They even see, there's like an arbor. Huh. Merchant, campfire. Yeah, if I stop talking or don't answer something, I passed out. Alright, Gamma, don't worry, man. Whoa, oh, that's the Sun Ring, isn't it? That they keep talking about, like the gladiator arena kind of thing. Ooh, I want to see that. Alright, I think I'm gonna do that, like, that side mission later. Yeah, I thought this was going to be like a stealth mission from the get-go. This is the Sun Ring, I think. I'm sure we'll be able to look at it. Yeah, they definitely need to pull out the perspective a lot more, especially in big towns. Why do I have a feeling that I'm gonna be fighting in there? That looks really cool. That looks like the Colosseum in Rome. Well, a bit smaller, obviously, but yeah. Don't poke me. Yeah, the shoulder swapping, the automatically. Yeah. Should really fix that. Okay, so I'm going right in the front door. Citadel courtyard.
Is the ceasefire gonna put more food on our tables? I very much doubt it.
Going light. Watch yourself. You never know
Fine
who you're
goods
talking
for a
to.
fair price. Take a look at these wares.
Some money lying on the ground. Okay, so can I buy the... What did I want? The Rattler. No, I still need skins. I don't think he sells them. No. What can I sell him though? Just gonna sell stuff that I can. Slag shine glass. Did I sell it? Oh no, there we go. Oh shit, I got a bunch of them. Damn, thank you, Gamma. There's no point selling the outfits. Can sell these though, some of the weaker ones. Same with Desert Glass if you get it in the future. Yeah. Yeah, I know about that one. Okay, I'm gonna buy a bunch of potions. I'm gonna max myself out, I think. Okay.
Heat out here is more ancient than the old ones.
Were I a gambler, I'd put the...
Oh boy, here we go.
The Sun Ring. Proud winners.
It's not like missing Meridian. Or the Sun Willing, she said.
What the hell? Oh! What was that? That was kind of immersion breaking because I was there like 2 seconds ago and there was not like no one there. And now there's a bunch of people in the stands. Damn.
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you talking about? Did I crash the network or not?
In theory, all should be well.
In theory. Thanks, Silence, for
Success.
reassuring me.
Welcome to the Citadel, Aloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime, circulate.
I know I'm gonna be fighting in there against something pretty big.
With Uthid gone, Sunfall feels even less safe.
This man's Silence. I know, right?
Outlanders, if you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here. Filthy mercenary bottom feeders.
I'll take the shards.
Oh, you seem nice.
I hear the Shadow Carja are looking for one.
What are you waiting around for, Outlander? Bounties
Fire.
are announced inside.
I trust you can at least pretend to respect your betters.
Don't bother me, Outlander. All the bounties are announced in the throne room.
The ceasefire.
Lucent Bahavas is announcing the bounties inside, Outlander.
Yeah, chill out, man. Jesus Christ. Everyone's always in such a rush in this game. All the NPCs. Whoa, this is church? Looks like one at least.
Food on that table? I very much doubt it.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair. You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be reading.
Kind of busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
So, the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
Well, the Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an impression.
She hitting on her. Hey, it's your girl. Nico, better do something about it.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
If you're gonna watch some slaughter, this is the place to do it.
I don't like heights.
You worry me, boy. You worry me. Another manhunt. How many men and women can one tribe lose? Odin, leader of Odin's marvels. You've a fresh face. When you're less an eye or an ear or two, you'll fit right in. First impressions make the sale, except in this snake pit. They'll take whoever shows up.
This isn't your first job for the Shadow Carja?
Scared of their own shadows, Carja, more like. They spit on me, but the shards are good. Look at those nobles. I say noble, but you can't dress a rat in silk and call it a rat king, can you? Sunfall is a house of clay. If you were to stamp your foot, it would all crumble.
Shouldn't you all be setting out to hunt Uthid?
Have you never done this before? Whoever goes first just leads the others. Just take a load off and avail yourself of some Carja booze until someone sniffs out the trail. Then watch us seek out our prey, straight as a Ravager's shot. Zip!
Are you sure you're going to be able to walk in a straight line?
Ooh, what are you getting at?
Do you think Uthid did what they're accusing him of?
I hope so. It'll make him more dangerous. My advice, it's best not to overthink such things.
Overthink whether he's guilty or innocent?
You let all these thoughts in your head, you'll never make it as a mercenary. Only thing that matters is dead or alive. If they say alive, bring a rag to stuff in its mouth. But these days, no one wants alive.
Farewell, Odin.
Good hunting. If I should have cause to kill you, you won't suffer.
Yeah, nice guy.
Thanks.
By the way, dude, your stick is kind of on fire. I'm just saying.
If you've got a problem with me, talk to Odin. If you can stand his breath.
Watch yourself, Outlander.
So I can just
Alice knows what he's doing. Bringing in these Outlanders.
go from here? What? No. Oh. This switch. Oh boy. There we go.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
This kind of makes it sound like it's the last mission. It's like you gotta do everything before you go here. Well, if it is, I'm gonna do it.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. Malfunction.
Oh shit.
Malfunction. Malfunction.
You kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Oh.
I underestimated you. I think by now
Uh-oh.
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
It's not the last part? Okay, nice. Awesome. Explore the Project Zero Dawn facility. Alright, well. Let's get going then.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
So Project Zero Dawn is a place. I thought it was like an ideal or a plan. I guess it can be that inside the location. Another incident. From launch staff to admin. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, but as the staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help and the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Oh, okay. Embryologists. So they're basically taking samples, well, not samples, like doing in vitro stuff, I guess, to make sure that humanity could live on. We need support too, from reception staff to admin. Reception staff continues to require additional support managing Zero Dawn candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused, some are highly agitated. These are not the sorts of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The lying bots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails. So these people were not necessarily aware of what was going on, and maybe being brought here against their will.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
So this was the waiting room. Soundproofing, again from launch staff to admin. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. Yeah, so...
Please proceed into viewing room 1
oh,
for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
Yeah, these people had no idea what they were in for. Oh. Same thing, restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respawn, and this time no Tempest in a Teapot or Steep Demand jokes, okay? You're like freaking out because people were losing it.
No space.
Let's keep her going.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat.
Jesus.
This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Damn. Stuff is getting crazy. So interesting. Tell me more.
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
What the fuck? What was that? Didn't even touch anything.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
So they were taking the best of humanity to try to preserve them? Like clone them or make them like put them in some sort of cryo sleep thing to awake later? Maybe? In like 50 years time? To complete like the coding thing and then start humanity? Like they said they could like find the activation codes, but it would take them 50 years to crack the encryption. So maybe the idea was like put people in hibernation, and then when the codes are out, they destroy the machines and then they start humanity again, basically. This is just my guess. I think it's a pretty good guess though.
You're not gonna like this.
Done! Am I done? Let this not yet.
What are you doing on the ground, dude?
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what do they contain?
Put me there. That might be like Kapow. I have the mastermind. People in future will need. I don't think so, Nico. No offense. I don't think neither of us would be selected for something like this.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow, and you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
This guy was losing it. You think if world's fate relied on my shoulders, I would fail, huh? Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, yes.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Just being honest, Nico. Counselor Guidelines. For a debriefing after Presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the feral plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly, but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm. So obviously they were considering like nuking the entire planet, and unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Jesus. I would save everyone but you and Portugal. That's not nice. That's not very nice at all.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
That's the problem with bringing in a lot of smart people, you know. They ask a lot of complicated questions. Dude, where the fuck am I going? What is this place? Was this just a way to sneak past the other dudes? Probably was. Yeah, it was. Aw, now I wish I had seen it. That's one side. See what's on this one. Oh. Wait, what? Can't go through there apparently.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. my work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the life of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Well, that was the problem. You don't want to give machines no limits.
Want to discuss? Whew. So, Mama, she was right. Pardon? My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke? A tobacco cigarette. Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malky was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
So coffee was a prized possession. Blood coffee, like blood diamonds. I mean, we heard about those two coffee companies who used machines to basically kill each other.
It is accurate, yes. So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them? Not just people. All organic matter. Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel. In a word, yes. Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here? No, Doctor. Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Damn.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek. You've heard the
There
bad
she is.
news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere.
What?
An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia.
Huh.
Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries.
Huh.
From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stocks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Holy shit.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Mind blown is right. I thought that they, basically just froze people and waited for the codes to be generated, and that like deactivated the robots. But at the same time, if they were eating everything, like the Earth was gonna be, like they said, like a barren wasteland basically. There was gonna be nothing left. And like the machines, like, because you can see those, like now that I think of it, you can see those machines like mining and stuff. Obviously they're doing what they're supposed to be doing to like make the planet work again basically and have life. And those machines were created by this AI that Zero Dawn was all about. So Zero Dawn was about creating an AI that basically repopulated Earth, not just with humans but with everything, like plants and animals and all that stuff. That's crazy. But yeah, it still doesn't explain Hades and yeah, the absence of of previous knowledge about humanity, because they don't have it. They don't know what happened before. We're basically the only ones who are finding out about it. So basically every single human that's here in this world right now has been created at a cradle facility, like they call them. Make your selection. You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Oh, Jesus. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You'll be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, for 2 persons of your choosing, just 2, oh my god, will be transferred to the Elysium, sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Oh wow. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you'll not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Oh wow. Medical euthanasia. The information we've just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Holy shit. It's like, either you're in, you're out, and we detain you until there's basically no hope of getting out alive, or you can just, you know, commit suicide right now with our help. I would choose you and Tanya, right? Yeah, of course, of course. What a question. I know Tanya would just choose the cats. I don't know which one she would choose. Probably, she would probably pick from some straws or something, I don't know. Counselor Guidelines 2. For debriefing after Presentation 2. It is vitally important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without valid judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of overwhelming threat. Candidates may question fairness of their selection. Validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates who may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to this project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation as many times as they wish, and allow access to supplemental articles. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process the documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It's important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period, during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent. When the procedure is scheduled to take place, no one will be euthanized against her or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision is final, I'm guessing. Hey Des, so you hang out on the Twitch stream for a minute? I'm streaming to YouTube on this channel. I have a lot of people watching, so I miss a lot of messages. Just wanted to say I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good stream, bro. Thank you so much for dropping by and saying that. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching. You're a really good player, man. So yeah, Yeah, no worries about like missing the messages. It's okay, man. You had a lot going on. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Right. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any of these like little data points and stuff like that.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that well, I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
I wouldn't even comprehend having to live with knowing that you were an integral part of basically dooming not only mankind, as if that wasn't bad enough, but the whole planet to extinction, you know? And then you get a chance to kind of try to fix that. That's crazy. It's like, surprised this guy didn't, you know, just kill himself or something.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this, but the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East, like the Congo, like Timo, like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together with your loved ones in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
I'm guessing this is the room where they did 1, 2, or 3. Like, what would I choose? If I had the skills to be selected to do something like this and help, I mean, you know, so many people around the world, you know, don't know what the point of life is. But if you really think about it on a basic level, human beings are animals, and the only point for an animal to be alive is to reproduce and guarantee that whatever species it belongs to carries on, right? That's the only purpose of life for an animal. It's to, you know, reproduce. Make sure that it did its part to continue their species. So for humans, really, it's basically the same thing. So if you had a chance to do your part to try to make sure that the planet keeps going, that humanity keeps going, then why wouldn't you do it? You're not doing it for yourself, you're just doing it for the continuation of your species and every species on the planet. So yeah, you'd be a fucking selfish bastard not to do it.
key to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. This kind of blue skying, it's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
This guy wasn't on board with it too. This week on National Geographic Death Special. Well, what I just said, does it make sense or no? You tell me. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Now for real though, nice speech. Should I highlight that? That would be kind of presumptuous, I think. No, it's just my opinion. I mean, it's something I've thought about before because, you know, everyone wonders what's the point of life. Well, I mean, we're animals. At the end of the day, we might be capable of rational thinking, but we're still animals, so the point of any animal species is to reproduce, so we're no different, really. Of course, we live in a time where there's already more people than there should be, really. So,
medical wing inaccessible.
So, like, reproduction is less of a concern right now. I do a lot for sure. Everyone does. And that's why sometimes people become part of and join stuff that doesn't really seem to make sense. Especially when you think about people who are very smart and educated, and then they believe in stuff that doesn't seem very rational at all. But I guess that's just because they can't really come to terms with just accepting that life is, you know, I want to be like I don't want to make this sound too depressing, but you know what I mean. It's like there's no grand objective or goal or sense in any of it, really, if you think about it. Which doesn't mean that it's not worth living, of course. It is. It's just I think a lot of people want to believe that, you know, they're here for a reason and that everything happens for a reason and that things are gonna go a certain way if they do certain things. When it's not like that, you know. Life is just a series of coincidences and stuff that happen at random that eventually turned out this way because there was like billions of years of evolution and a lot of you know, things that could have gone one way, but they went another. They just did, you know. And like, I think a lot of people can't accept that. They can't accept that, you know, a lot of things had to go right for us to get to the point where we are right now as like a species. And it could have turned out like completely differently. You know? When humanity was just starting out, if like a big ass asteroid had hit the Earth, it would just go back to square one all over again, you know? Everything would be different. It's as simple as that. The hell did I just pick up? Is this like an artifact? This mysterious item is available only to the most curious merchants. Shackles made from an unknown smooth material. Oh, okay. But yeah, my point is, just enjoy your time here, do what you like, do what makes you happy, and don't worry about if there is some deep meaning to things. It's my stance on it. You're actually mind blown. What the hell is this place? Is this like a gas chamber or something? The fuck did they do here? And just to, as a conclusion, I think life is a lot about perspective, is about how you look at things. And I think a lot of people get too caught up in thinking a certain way, and they don't even like admit that there might be other answers, I guess.
Intruder! Get her!
Oh shit.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Oh, thanks, Silence. Don't die now. This fucking guy. Kidding me? Oh, this is a bit of an awkward thing, like scenario. I guess this is where the shotgun gun would help me. It makes sense, but I don't have it. Holy fuck. This guy has a lot of things.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Get this out of the way. This is like if you're like out of materials and you just loot these guys. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of stuff. That. Don't need that. Pretty much everything you said is well put, really. Could definitely see myself on some of those points. Well, I'm glad we agree. I don't think, like, the way I think is the right one or anything like that. It's just my view on it.
Should have brought a cart.
Exactly. I should.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
This guy. Well, that he did say something I agree with. Why not let nature take its course, you know? Because this is another thing. People, like, nowadays people say, oh, you know, the planet is changing and global warming and all this stuff and we're killing the planet. Bullshit. The planet isn't going anywhere. The planet has been through a bunch of different ice ages. It's been hit by God knows how many meteors. You know, it's been around for billions of years. The planet isn't going anywhere. Life on Earth, as we know it, it might change because of stuff that humanity is doing, but the planet doesn't care. It's going to be here one way or another. It might be slightly different, but so when those people say, oh, we got to save the planet, that's bullshit. Just say what you mean. You want to preserve life on Earth as it is, and that's fine. That's, you know, a noble goal, I guess, you know. But don't try to make it sound like, you know, we're doing the planet a favor. Can you imagine in the end you go to the merchant and there's cart you can buy? Oh my, that would be awesome, actually. Just a big ass backpack. But yeah, that's just something I've thought about before as well. It just reminded me of that. But yeah, what he said, like, why not let nature take its course? Like, because it is, like, okay, so we doomed, or these guys, like, Pharaoh, blah, 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 because of what they did. They doomed life on Earth as we know it. So, you know, maybe that's just the way we go out, you know? What the hell are you doing?
But I tan this leather well. It'll keep.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art, Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
It's interesting. I think they did a really good job with this, like the different perspectives of people, why they would accept it or not, like to be a part of it. I think that's really cool. So life on Earth was just meant to end, huh? Not necessarily. Like in this case, it would end because of a mistake on someone's part, and that's crazy if you think about it. Like if something like this actually happened, if all life on Earth was bound to disappear just because one person made a mistake, basically, that would be insane. But like, I wouldn't expect anything else from humanity, from humans, than to fight back and try to avoid extinction. Like, we wouldn't be humans if we didn't try to avoid that. It's like, again, continuation of the species, like I talked about, you know, if that means doing what these guys were gonna try to do, then that's what would have to happen. That would be the only way to keep the species going, so... You know what I mean? Alright, let's keep going. Okay, so we need to restore power to open the door.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration.
There's a fair point for sure. Humans will always unite and fight to live in a... Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
That's where it came from. So we just need to revert these. Put them all upside down. But I'm still missing one of the cars, I think. Oh shit, I'm being stupid. Oh, no. Up. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So left, up, left, down and right, down and right. Wrong side.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Okay, oh yeah, okay, I get it. So I opened this door and then I put the other thing in.
Found one. Looks intact. That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Up, left. Down, right, up, down. Right, up, eh? Up, left, down, right, up. What am I doing wrong? The other way around? Oh, I think it's the other way around, right? That's what she said in the thing. So down, right, up, left. So it's the opposite of what I did, yeah. And down. Right? This is why you wouldn't be selected. Yeah, exactly. I can talk about philosophical shit just fine, but not solve a simple puzzle. Maybe I could replace one of the art guys, I guess. One of the historians. I'm sure they have some philosophers here. Are they dead? What am I doing wrong? She said it was the other way around.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter,
Unless
not me. Parker out.
It's from right to left. That's what they mean by reverse. So up, left, down. Yeah, this is gonna be right. No? What the fuck? Up, left, down, right, up. Hello? So, I don't get it.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
I don't get it. Is it just the one that was missing that's in reverse? Dude, I'm so confused right now. I don't get it. I did it basically every single way possible, I think. Help me out, Nico. What the f... I don't get it, honestly.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I did it from left to right, right to left. Opposite of what the arrows tell me. Wait. But I mean, I can see that it's upside down, but like the letters. So, like, unless dude, if this is it, then no, it's not. Keep trying. No, this is down. That is, this is too much of a mindfuck right now. Down. Left. Up. Down, left. Up. So down, left, up. Right, down, right down, right down, right down.
That did it.
Bruh.
Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
I don't want to talk about it. I hate puzzles. I know I should have noticed that the letters were upside down faster, but Jesus Christ. That was annoying. GG. God damn it, man, I hate puzzles.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Oh shit, there's another guy there.
Someone here?
Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Holy fuck. What's just happening up there?
Get ready for the shadow sting.
You were saying?
That's the last of them. Or not.
Hey, what? Oh shit.
You cannot righteous.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
I don't think this fight is that difficult that they need to like throw so many health potions at you. You can basically just stealth it. We're making progress though.
Alert. Structural failure prevents access.
Just look around. Try to don't miss anything like this. Simulation results. From Margot Chan to Elizabeth Sobak. Wow, you weren't kidding about Gaia's predilection for animal morphologies. Sure, not totally unexpected given the rough natural terrain her bots will have to navigate, but I agree that there's something deeper going on here. Her designs aren't just functional, they feel almost like, well, tributes is a word that comes to mind. As though she's already mourning their loss, and not just for the disappearing fauna of her time, but creatures from the fossil record too. References to megafauna in some of her designs, so cool. Well, whatever Gaia thinks up, Hephaestus will empower her to build it. I just wish we could still be around in a century or two to see what she makes, Margot. So those factories, those cauldrons, that's where the machines were built by Gaia, to be more specific, by Hephaestus, the AI.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus.
Oh, that's her.
As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So like, you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, Time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Well, I'm guessing Hades, which I'm not sure why there is a Hades, but I'm guessing it took over, like it corrupted Hephaestus. Corrupted the AI. Full steam ahead. From Elizabeth Sobek to Margot Chan. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as the Hephaestus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. You know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap silos to store raw materials is excellent. This, combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan, add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail, consult with Aomide Okilo before you finalize the silo inventories. Hephaestus' first task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers Minerva will use to transmit the activation codes, so any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth. Yeah, so they needed to build towers to transmit the activation codes to kill the machines built by Pharaoh, and then they would be replaced by the new ones created by Gaia to basically rebuild
I've seen
nature.
these shapes before, in cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
More eclipse.
Careful now.
Ooh, okay, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at least.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
So that's the part that kind of failed, because clearly they didn't absorb the past knowledge. What the fuck are you doing, Eli? Jesus Christ. Encapsulated DNA. From Samina Ebaji to Elizabeth Sobak. And the winner is Encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions. Magnetic, optical, quantum. Even that Eternity tech that FAS was shilling a year or so ago, but every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allotted space, too power intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure, past 300 to 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select the inert material in which we'll embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials, as well as design and fabricate the power systems. And sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at minus 18 Celsius for 1,000 plus years. So long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting, indeed perpetuous, that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as the hero beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace be with you. We will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. Yeah, so they're putting it in fossils, basically. It is a pretty cool way to start. So I need to kill all these guys. Basically. Just read this. Apollo update. Over the past 2 months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of the Homer archive from Far Zenith has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. The physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset, with attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of the heuristic curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents, demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia personae. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. So they created like some AI professors, basically. Interesting. I think I should probably... I don't know if I'm even going to use it, but...
Looks like we're introduced.
This man is running.
You cannot.
That's the last of them.
That was a bit unnecessary, but...
In what should have been a cave of wonders. Look around. See if anything is left.
Save these for the trail.
Can you climb, Aloy? Thank you. I don't think they're gonna put anything on here.
Welcome to Hades, Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol, the ultimate killer app.
Oh.
Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, No, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine your Gaia 200 years from now and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do. Which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, Try again. Girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Okay, so it makes sense why there would be something like that, because obviously it's trying to recreate nature. It's obviously very complex, so like he said, there's probably a good chance it wouldn't get it right on the first try, and if it didn't, it would need to start over, and that's where Hades kicks in. Nines complaints. To Elizabeth Sobek from Travis State. Color me confounded, Lizzie. Bashkar? Anyone who says the old TT codes to Bashkar is straight up lying, and you know it. Old Trav don't have no track with commercialized razzle dazzle. Nuh-huh. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter of Cyterium runoff than listen to Greg swarm for 30 seconds. I had to God and swear on my mama's grave, and she was religious. Now that ain't Bashkar blessing the Hades lab, shaking the walls, writing folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classical music. 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gargrind, some Swedish cannibal-themed stuff too. Jesus Christ. Stop by if you want to listen. Or heck, just come within 15 meters of the lab. Ain't no Bashkar, you'll see. Or hear, rather. In the screech that rends the girl, or the air. Jeez, I can't breathe anymore. And feel in the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls and ceilings, swallowing you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of gothic deathfish. Hallelujah. As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizard. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accent vids. Last I heard, we was supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? Nah, I don't think so. This guy is interesting. Hades protocol. Tate here. Just popped 3 blues and I earned it. Finally figured out the Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If that ain't worth 10 or 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard and it degraded the Gaia car. Sure, it pried her figurative fingers off the figurative driving wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too. So that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades has done its business, so I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. Too soft and Gaia only pretended to relinquish control, and simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terraforming system and reverse operations, only to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly re-reversing processes and falsifying telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky. I swear, it's nothing Gaia wouldn't do to keep life going, even when it's just simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective cold shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position, so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's chair and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now. I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it'll work. Yeah, those blues are plenty strong, so guess it's time to sleep in bed. Oh. Back to it tomorrow, alligators. From Samina Ebaji to Travis Tate with knowledge from Elizabeth Sobek. Archive abuse. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo Archive submission. Your 666th submission in just 5 days. I know what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings regarding inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. For giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby consigning your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. I don't even want to know what that means. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme perhaps, but art. For clarifying a concept that has so long been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself, the definition of insanity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted it, it's obscene. So this guy's completely fucked in the head. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all of your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest the time you would have spent preparing for the submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work. We have a world to save after all. Or the rest of us do anyway. Yeah, this guy is crazy. Or he was crazy.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors, to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
So this is how they plan to keep humanity going. It's a lot of exposition. Jesus, I can't speak. Exposition in this mission. The ectogenic chambers arrived 2 days ago. Spent the last 36 hours examining them, poring over technical documentation. Their revelation astonishing. Ectogenic chambers. I don't know what you had to give far zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. In a single leap, their embryologists have vaulted past 50 years of technological shortcomings. The risks of ECMO resolved, nutrition delivery resolved, hormonal stability resolved, 12 other risk areas resolved. Before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand, but if the rest of FC's technology is at this level, well, a human colony around Sirius doesn't seem so impossible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident that they can be resolved. I'm going to rest for a few hours and get back to it. Expect the fabrication plan within 48 hours. So these were like the chambers that were basically the secret to it all. Cryo chambers, which I assume are those things over there?
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Cradle Servitor Personae. Development of the artificial personae for Cradle Servitors, Nurturer, Disciplinarian, Healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting Turing 0.4 for these constructs. They should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulant-driven switching of personae, however, is proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially concerning our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer personae. I have also attached reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior, parental argument, if you will. Amusing it on first glance, perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive protocol shortcomings. So they needed different like personas or AIs. One to be like the one saying the rules, the other one to be the mother, etc.
Forget about traveling light.
Cradle sealed. Eulythia. 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial system is good. For our maiden voyage, a success. Regards my disputes with the betas over zygote selection. Of course I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow in our future humans, but we can all agree that there is margin for refinement in future cradle populations. In addition to personally overseeing completion of the Eulythia 2 site inside Mount Namul, I will formulate and propose a modified zygote selection plan within the week. Yeah, like how do they select the embryos? That's a good question.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Yeah, like right at the start after the proving, we tried to go into one of those, into All Mother Mountain, which basically is a human-making factory, I guess. And we didn't get access for some reason. So maybe now we can find out what's going on. We can get inside there.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
Nuts would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the Quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet...
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
Dude, that would be scary if machines ever got to that point where they can have that sort of like thinking and like feeling emotions almost. That would be scary. Jesus Christ.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit.
Oh well.
There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
I think it's becoming pretty clear that Aloy is Elizabeth's daughter. Or maybe some sort of clone. Why Hades wants to destroy her is what I don't understand. Apparently, I guess she's the key to everything somehow. But how did Hades go into like the body, so to speak, of a Pharaoh machine? It's very complicated.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
I mean, they got the same like genetic code basically. That's what is allowing her to open these doors as if she was Elizabeth. So. Or very similar genetic code of DNA.
Can't carry more.
Odyssey has failed. You have the same voice actress. I didn't notice that detail, to be honest. To all alphas, Odyssey has failed. All, some terrible news. I'm afraid Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drives spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, its cargo of zygotes and seeds, its alpha build of Apollo, all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for continuation of the human species and earthly life. We must succeed. So there was another group of people trying to basically make a ship like a Noah's Ark. Basically that's a spaceship to go to a different planet outside of the solar system to try to colonize that and make it humanity's new home, and it failed. Catastrophic antimatter containment failure, so basically they just blew up probably. Stupid, huh? Well, I'm sorry, Nico. I'm sorry, okay? So they didn't succeed, and it's interesting that they said that an alpha build of Apollo, so basically Apollo is, or was, what? The one responsible for, was it like the knowledge? Was it? Yeah, the knowledge one, okay. It would make sense, obviously, to take that with them. Artemis status from Charles Ronson. It's coming along, Liz. I'm positive about it, if those words can still mean anything. Had my sleeves rolled up negotiating with frozen zoos for their samples. Oh, right. Of course, because they needed animals as well. So many species trapped in ghoulish hologram dioramas, suspended in what-ifs. More than 14,000 that went extinct between 2000 and 2043. We started mapping out primary succession, selecting the pioneer organisms for a balanced and sustainable biosphere. Microorganisms and insects, rabbits and hawks, foxes and wolves. Thousands more that will have to wait their turn until our new generation can be entrusted with the duty of restoring them, so they can return to a world that, this time, will understand the concept of conservation before it's too late. There's already been too many too lates. We lost the whole collection team during the swarm breakthrough in Myanmar. The samples we lost were, well, irreplaceable. But thanks to you, Liz, the circle of life will bend, not break. The Earth was a lifeless rock before, and someday it will be again, but not now, not like this, not on our watch. See? It will be a lifeless rock once again. It will at some point, but not on our watch. That's really cool. Here we go.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Oh shit.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Oh shit.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
I think I know what it means.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost. And he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground. No, it wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Gotta love religious nutcases. This app crashed. Your Twitch app?
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then use Cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
Oh, Jesus.
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago,
consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eyes of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
So this is what all the potions are for, I guess.
I'll never beat that thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this thing. Maybe I could use the strength against it. That pillar's weak.
Oh my god.
And that pillar will come down.
Oh, okay.
I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars.
There you go.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back?
Okay, let me just check the thing first. Gotta give credit to her how quickly she dressed up. It was like Superman when he goes into the phone booth. It was amazing.
Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Those components on the sides of its head. They've got something to do with his lift attacks. That canister on its belly. Looks important.
Oh my god, come on. No, come on, bro.
Freeze canister on its hips. Cryo interval should set it up. Oh my god, those textures. Or lack thereof.
Shadows. Kill her.
Where the hell is Silence?
Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
There he is. Oh shit. Yeah, I think they changed their mind.
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Those are some really weird facial animations. It kind of lets the game down. I mean, it's not like, doesn't, you know, kill it, but yeah. They need to work on that for the sequel, for sure.
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy. It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans, though of course, far more advanced.
Great.
What is that on his chin?
You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse, not that you knew the man who killed my... who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Carja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Kind of like a weird transition there. Absolutely not, man. He would say it. Secretly, Nico. Oh no. Shadow Stalwart Life. Let me see what he got me. What, really? That's what Silence gave me. That's not suspicious at all. Come on, Silence. That is honestly one of the coolest quests in this game. What, this one that I just played? Yeah, that was like a lot of answers there. Because now I know how, basically what happened. Really, the only thing left to answer is like, what is Aloy's part in all of this? Why is she special? What is her connection to Elizabeth Sobek? That's pretty much, because I guess the Hades just, you know, even though this world seems to be, you know, pretty close to what it used to be, Hades, for whatever reason, the AI, maybe it's malfunctioning, doesn't think so, and is trying to reset it. But yeah. Well, I think it's not the same quest after you get captured there, but I think of it as one. Yeah, it's all part of the same thing, yeah. And that was a cool ending as well, fighting the behemoth. Am I close to any campfires by any chance? As I... music is awesome, by the way. Alright, so. Yeah, I went on for way longer than I thought
Sand in my throat.
I was going to, but this quest just took like quite some time and reading through everything and stuff. But it was worth it, honestly. That was a really cool quest. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you, Nico, for keeping me company. Yes, it is 3 AM over here. I should have been in bed like, I don't know, 2 hours ago at the latest. But anyway, I'll feel the effects in the morning. Yeah. Hope everyone has a good night. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.